Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am Scribbles, the artist and crocheter behind Eclectic Scribbles, and we're starting a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all of the projects that I have been working on here recently to keep my hands busy, let you know where they stand as far as they are concerned and what I plan to do next. So let's jump right into it. First things first, you'll probably have seen this hanging up in the last couple of videos. This is a little sunflower bag that I designed, which I found super cute. I absolutely stinking love how this came out. I want to make a few more of them to go to some upcoming markets with me. But yeah, check it out. This is my little sunflower bag. I am putting the written instructions on how to do this in the pattern vault over on my Patreon, but I did do a video on this. I don't know if the video comes out before or after this. If it is before this, I will put it up in the thingy things somewhere. But yeah, this video is coming out on how I designed and made this. It's got a cute little flower applique on it. I made a little sunflower applique and sewed it to the handle, and it's been hanging up right there. I absolutely stinking love it. I had been wanting to do sunflowers for a while and just never got around to it, and then when we did our shopping haul, I got the yellow and brown yarn for it and decided to go for it. So that one is white. I wanted to do one in black, but I haven't finished this one yet. So as you can see, we got 4 here and there's 4 on the back. I decided to do a different sort of bag so that I could possibly line the inside of it. And this one is still like a work in progress. This one is not done yet. I was trying to figure out exactly where I wanted the handles for this, but I think that I want them on the front and the back, and I am going to do a little bit of a rim around the top of this one as well. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the yellow though, or if I'm going to keep it to the black. I haven't decided that yet, but I will be lining this one, and I put regular granny squares, just your everyday granny square on the side. So I did this, and then this is what the inside looks like. It's going to be a nice little thing. Haven't decided what exactly type of closure I want on this yet, but this is sort of my work in progress. The rest of these things are pretty much going to be works in progress. So you'll also know that I designed some harness bags back here several months ago, and I thought about doing some more. And I was making these daisy squares. I need to make a few more of these daisy squares. I think they're called daisy squares. But anyways, I had a lot of fun making these. I just don't know if they're quite big enough to be a bag by themselves. Like, I mean, it could be a cute little bag, but it wouldn't be like a super big bag. So I'm not 100% sure yet on that. But I've done it in a couple of colors, so that they could be reversible and you could put out whichever side that you want to put out. But I need to attach these to each other, obviously. I need to add hardware. I need to add lining and all of that good stuff to it. So we'll see how these come out. But I did these 2 in this colorway. These are some granny squares that I had sitting around. And I also did them in this sort of color scheme. So I've got this one, which is blue with the purple flower, and then I have blue with the pink flower, and then I have pink with the purple flower, and pink with the blue flower, and then I've got purple with the blue flower, and purple with the pink flower. So I have got 3 sets of those, and then I've got a bonus one here, which is the purple with the pink flower that I haven't done anything with. So I've got these underway, and I need to start turning them into bags basically and getting them ready to go so that I can take them to upcoming markets. I have until the middle of June to get these ready to go, so we'll see how they do. But anyways, that is that stack right there. I've been seeing everywhere these things, and I wanted to try my hand at one. So this would be sort of like a, I don't know, like a something to go under a vase or something like that kind of thing. It's not really a coaster because it's super big. but I haven't finished it yet. I thought about putting roses on the top here, but I don't know. I feel like they're super big and I might need to like go down a hook size or something like that to make the roses. But I started this. I don't know if I'm going to finish this, to tell you the honest truth. This is a lot of work to go into something so small. I may finish it off and just give it to my mother or something like that. I don't think that it's anything that I could sell, you know, at a price that I need to charge for it. Yeah, I don't know if I could sell it for a price that I need to sell it for, to get a return on my time out of it. So I may just give it to my mother and tell her to put it up under one of her flowers or something like that. Next up, we've got Kitty Cat bookmarks. These are going out to my Patreon for the month of June. If you're on the Happy Meal tier, I am sending you out a little handmade bookmark for the month of June because I thought that it was going to be a nice little addition to the Happy Meal as a little special thank you. So I've started working on putting those together for everybody on the Happy Meal tier. So if you want to run and grab one, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, they're little kitty cats. They're little kitty cat bodies. And then that obviously goes in the book. And then they've got a little tail to hang out down here. But we've got a couple of pink ones and we've got a couple of purple ones for right now. And so those are hanging out over here to the side, waiting for the month of June. And then I've got these, which I need to take off. Woo! There they went. So these things I need to tuck the tails in on, but I decided to go with making another bag. This one I am making with 10 squares instead of 13. So it's going to be similar to this bag, but not quite the same. So this bag is gonna, you're gonna see on the front here, these middle three, you're gonna see the middle three, 1, 2, 3, and then it's gonna fold up like so. Nope, like so. This is gonna be sort of the idea of the bag. So it's gonna be flat on the bottom and flat over on the sides. So we needed 3 decorative ones, and then the other 7 needed to be just like a plain granny square. So obviously you've already seen the plain granny square one. We've got this is the color scheme. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I need one more. I need one more actually. All right, so there's 6 of them. I need to do one more, but I thought, how pretty would a rose be? So I've got this rose square that is going to be lining the front. So it'll be sort of, I don't think I can put this together the way that it's meant to be. Let's try. You can get an idea of what this is going to look like. All right, so this is what the front is going to look like. And then this is going to be over here. And then there's going to be this one down here, and it's going to look the same on this side. That one's going to be right there, and that one is going to be right there. And then it's going to be all these on the back, so it won't really be reversible. But yeah, that's the idea for this bag, and I think that that is going to be really, really pretty. I love how the roses came out, so if you're interested, jump over onto Patreon and I will put this square up. This is a regular granny square. I just did 2 rows of each of the 3 colors that I used to make the square. But yeah, I have an extra one of these too, so I may make a couple more and just make a couple of bags. We'll see how they go, but I really love how these came out, and I'm excited about the bag, but I need to put in all of the ends on that. That is where I'm at right now. That is what I've been working on. I've just been sitting in my living room in the evenings, binge watching You. I'm now like halfway through the last season or whatever, so I had never seen it before, and I really like it. It's a good series. I really, really like it. So if you've watched that, let me know down in the comments. What do you think of that series? I really like the show. Anyways, oh, I also made 2 two little flowers here. These are going to be like the little flowers that I put on this, except for I am going to hang it off the bag, maybe 3 of them off the bag like I did for this one, but it'll be 3 like this, 3 like this. And so I thought that that would be super cute. Oops, sorry, Robin. Anyways, I've got a lot of things to turn into bags. So I am probably going to be working on that very soon. I may take this last one that I have, and make it into one of the harness bags. I may do that because I don't have one set aside for that. But yeah, I do need to make some more granny squares. So I think what I'm going to do now, today is Friday, May the 23rd. I am going to tuck in, I'm going to weave in all my ends because I've got quite a bit here, and then I need to decide what I am going to do with all this, and then I will check back in with you guys before we end up the video, and we'll see how far I got before by like the end of the weekend. I don't know. But yeah, right now I'm going to tuck this in, and I'm going to get to work on putting some of these pieces together. All right, you guys, so today is Saturday, and I'm going to show you what I got done last night. I managed to work up another set of my keychains, and there's another one on the laser now that I need to put all the key rings and stuff on, so I will be doing that very, very soon. We've got birthday lunch today for Chase. I have no idea where I put my phone. So I got no clue what time it is or nothing else. Anyways, because my computer is resetting. But I did manage to turn these into bags. So I attached the hardware to the sides. I crochet the hardware on. So we've got that. And then this one's got the pink side. This one's got the blue side. I am going to line these. Even though technically they don't need it. I am still going to line them, and I'm going to put a zipper closure on them. And I think I'm going to buy nylon straps to put on here. I think. I'm going to go see if I can find like a nylon that I won't. Is it nylon? Is that what it is? Who knows? Anyways, like my harness bags, but not black, because black doesn't go with this. So I don't know what colors are available, but I'm going to go look. We've got the blue one all done. Oh God, I thought that was inside out for a second. It's not. All right, we got the blue one with the pink and the purple. And then we've got the pink one with the blue and the purple. And then this is what I ended up doing for the extra flower that I had, the extra rows that I had. I put another round of double crochets on the front, and then I made a regular granny square on the back with an extra round of double crochets so that I could match up to this size, because I still think that this size is just a tiny bit smaller than I would maybe typically love. Like I might want one more row going around, but I didn't want to outbalance. I like the balance between the flower and the pouch on this, so I didn't want to do too much. And then I also didn't want to like circle this again in purple, so this one is this one. Let's see. And then the bag, here's the bag. So I put the entire bag together, almost. Well, I put the bag together. This is what the bag is going to look like. The straps are not done yet, as you can see. We've got the yarn still hanging from it because I'm going to do one more round on the outside of the bag, and then I am going to do the insides tonight probably sometime. But this is what the bag looks like. So you've got the plain granny squares around the bottom, and then you've got the 3 like rose granny squares in the front, and then you've got the plain on the back. So that's what this is going to look like, except for this is going to be a lot thicker. I just haven't finished the strap on it yet. But I think that it came out quite nice, and it's going to be like a nice size bag, you know. It's not a small bag. I think it is bigger. I think, than that bag, or at least the same size as that bag. And it definitely, I don't know if it took about the same time. I think this one took more time because the squares are a little bit bigger, and the square is definitely a little bit more intricate when you're doing the rows. And of course, across the top, you're going to have more stitches because it's wider across the top. So, and then this one I did 75 instead of 70, which is what I did for the strap on those, so that it was just a tiny bit longer, because I knew I was going to make it a tiny bit thicker to match the fact that the bag was bigger. But this is what the bag is looking like. I think it's really pretty. Let me know what you guys think, but I think it's really, really pretty. And that's what I did last night. So sewing those up takes quite a while, and then doing the rim around the top takes a while too. Mr. Scribbles is home, and that is a rare occasion, so I spent quite a bit of time just with him and not focused on anything else. You know, you got that as well. But he is getting his hair cut or something right now, and we've got lunch today, so I think I'm going to put my keychains together. Yeah, I think I'm going to put my keychains together and check my emails and do a little bit of just admin-y stuff this morning, and then if I get some more done this evening, I will let you know. I did cut a ton of fabric. Hold on. Okay. I also did cut a ton of fabric yesterday, so, well, not a ton, but quite a bit of fabric. So to make bookmarks, I've got all of this and all of this. I've got all of these squares for like the corner page markers. And then I've got all of these for like your regular long bookmarks. I've got galaxy themed. I showed these in my haul. Got this one. And I did the interfacing on all of these as well. So the interfacing is already attached to these. And then we've got our cute little rainbow puppy feet. Rainbow puppy feet. And then these are basic colors because I wanted to put these on the underside of the galaxy pieces that I cut. So we got purples, pinks, and blues. Who'd have thought? And then we've got some of the galaxies that are going to be the top corner of some of those. And then we've got some puppy feet. We've got some rainbow puppy feet as well. These still need the interfacing. I need to cut the interfacing for these, and then I need to cut the ribbon tops, the little ribbon top for these. These take quite a while when you're thinking about it. This takes quite a long time when you're sitting here ironing out to straighten out fabric, cutting the fabric to size, cutting the interfacing, attaching the interfacing to the fabric, sewing or cutting the ribbon for it, sewing the front and the back together. Well, sewing the ribbon down first, sewing the front and the back together, flipping it inside out, and then top stitching around the top. This is quite a lot of work for a bookmark. I don't know. I was thinking about $5 for a bookmark, but I don't know if that's too much. It almost sounds too muchish for me. So my regular, normal, everyday bookmarks that I print out and it has my art on it is I sell for $4 each. Those are $4 for a bookmark. But all I do is, once the art is done, I print the bookmark, I laminate the bookmark, I cut the bookmark around the corners. Bam, done. These take quite a bit longer. Is it quite a bit longer? Is it? When you think about the individual bookmark, is it? It's a little bit longer. There's definitely more steps to this. It is a little bit longer. So, I don't know. Is $5 too much? Is $5 for a bookmark too much? And I wouldn't charge any different for these bookmarks, even though there's like a couple of extra steps. I think like an across-the-board number for bookmarks would be a nice thing to have, but I'm not sure. So, tell me what you think about the bookmarks. What do you think a fair price for the bookmarks, a handmade sewn bookmark would be? But anyways, that's where we stand on the bookmarks. And that is everything that I got done yesterday, because I was also making dough for bread that I'm going to be cooking today. I made a whole wheat sourdough loaf, and I made a Italian urban cheese regular sourdough loaf. I'm so excited to cook those today. But I I heard that whole grains, like whole grain bread, is better for people with diabetes. And since I don't really have that kind of sugar problem, my sugar goes the other way. But Andy is does have that problem, and it is getting worse. I thought I would make him a whole grain loaf. I've never done that before, but it's looking really, really good. So I'm excited to see how that comes out today. But I was doing that. I was cleaning house. I was making dinner. There's so many things happening yesterday. I'm surprised I got as much as I did done. But we did get quite a bit done, I think, anyways. We did finish off these bags. So I'm going to go, now that my computer has reset, it is 9:50. Now that my computer has reset, I am going to go and look on Design and see what kind of straps that I can find for my bags, and see if I can find a nice matchy strap for these colors and the other colorways that I might have. So anyways, I will let you know when I have something to update. Here's how my 12 by 12 board of keychains looks before I start popping them off the backing. I leave the tape on the back for a couple of reasons. So the tape stays on the back so that you don't get any of those like scorchy marks on the back of your design, which sometimes happens, but sometimes doesn't. But it also helps to hold these in place when I go to pick them up out of the thing until I'm ready to pop them loose. So that also works. But yeah, this is a full sheet of what the laser keychains looks like. And to do this, it takes about an hour and a half on my machine. At the settings that I have, it takes about an hour and a half to do the full page of these. So if anybody was wildly curious.
어젯밤에 내가 잘못했어. 이제 그만 나를 용서해줘. 앞으로 더 잘할게 라고 약속해 baby. 나는 어제 내가 잘못한 걸 눈에 뜨고 드디어 깨달았네 baby. 왜 넌 너만 보면 감이 자꾸 투정을 부리게 돼. Boy, what do I do? 이거 말투 이쁜 얼굴은 지푸둥해지네. 집에 와서 내 화를 너에게 푸는 내가 너무 싫었어. 이기적이야 너도 힘들 텐데 계속 내 얘기만 하고 있어. 없어 눈치는 못된 거지. 노력해도 이겨내지 못한 자존심. 사랑스러운 네 잔소리를 내가 잘못 이해해서 미안해. 고칠게 입에 달라붙었어 이런 rhetoric. 애교 부리면서 주는 백업 말고 사과하는 방법을 잘 몰랐어. 그래 사랑을 포기한 표정이 굳어있어도 내 곁에 있어주는 너를 보면 너무 미안해. I'm sorry. 너무 미안해.
Alright you guys, so I just finished up this. It is 11:30 on Sunday. We got a nice chunky straps. This one has got an extra row from this one right here because this bag is chunkier than that bag. I'll pull that one down in just a second and show you the size comparison. But I absolutely stinking love it. I think that this came out really, really nicely. I'm going to be typing up a pattern for this. What I'm going to be doing actually with the rest of my day while we're talking about it is I am going to go into my Procreate and I'm going to make some Procreate brushes so that I can notate. Buddy, hold on. Whiskey has stepped around my charger. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Had to get you out of it, buddy. Had my phone charger stuck around his stinking arm. Okay, anyways, I'm going to make some Procreate brushes so that I can write out some granny square patterns in, you know, like the pictorial form, pictorial form, you know, the granny square patterns that you see like that. I'm going to do a couple of those. So I am going to make some Procreate brushes here in a minute. My stomach is growling, if you can hear that. I'm going to go eat in a minute. But I'm going to do that because I'm going to write up this pattern today, or the instructions for this bag today, so that I can get that out on Patreon, because that pattern is going to come out tomorrow, which is Memorial Day. So that is going to be my Monday video. But how stinking pretty is this? I do have some purple fabric. I am going to line this bag because the front of it has the roses on it, and the roses are a little bit more holy than the others. But how stinking pretty is this bag? It came out so pretty, and I'm glad that I did the pink. I'm glad that I did the pink for the strap. I think that the strap and the rim being just a little bit of a different color works out really, really nicely. But yeah. And this is where we ended up with this bag. So I am going to line it. Like I said, I'm just going to do that next week. I've got all my fabric cut out for my bookmarks, and I'm just going to work on my bookmarks next week. I am going to be out of town the week following, so I got a lot to do. Anyway, Hubs walked in the door and everybody went crazy. So what I was saying is there's so much to do, and I need to get some videos filmed and stuff before I head off on my trip so that I will have content for you guys. I'm leaving on Thursday, which is like the 29th-ish, 29th-ish maybe? Who knows what day it is. 29th or 30th, and I am coming back the following Saturday morning. So for that entire week, I won't have been here or have any content for you guys, but this is what I was expecting. I got a sample pack of straps so that I could see what colors might work for my these. See if any of the colors work for these. I thought that there would be colors that worked. I think that these are probably going to be the ones. Yeah, so that's not going to work. I think that this will work, and I think that this will work for the purple. Let's see if this one will work for the teal. Oh, that's a pretty good match. That is a pretty good match, so that I can go in there and put the hardware on, or put the straps on these four bags that I have done and ready to go. I will also be using the fabrics, I think, to line the inside of these. I'm going to put a zipper on them. I'm going to line the inside. It's going to be cute, cute, cute. I didn't say that word in front of that word. You're welcome, Robin. You're welcome. But anyways, so I've got some good colors and straps here. These are nice little 1-inch straps. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I'm so glad that these three colors work. The purple is going to definitely be a bit darker than the purple, but I think it's a good match. It is a little bit dark, but it is going to be a good match for that, because this is the light purple and that is not. That is definitely not going to match. I do have black in here. I do have brown. I do have a bunch of other colors. Let's go through the colors that we've got before we end this video. Okay, so we've got a purple. We've got this teal color. This is like army green. Oh, it looks green in the camera. Okay, so we've got neon orange, which these will go good with that brights collection that I have. So I can definitely find room for these. I've got this bright ass yellow, green, neon color. I have some, the brights will go with this as well, so it's not going to go to waste. We've got a brown. We've got like a navy, royal bluish, regular green. It looks a little bit more neon on camera than it is in person, but anyways, we've got a regular bright green. We've got a red. We've got like a goldish color. We've got a rosy pink. We've got like a crimson. We're going to call that crimson. We've got a light pink, a light purple, a white. I'm going to go with like gold, a gold taupey, not gold, like a taupey brown. We've got black, we have got gray, and we've got cream. I will leave the Amazon link below if you're at all interested in this. And then we have got some of the hooks. I have hardware, so I didn't need hardware, but it came with hardware, which are your swivel clasps and the little buckles, the little slidey buckles that look like this. So that makes the strap adjustable. This is what makes it adjustable. But It came with some hardware as well. So very, very happy that the colors in this sample pack ended up matching the colors that I have available. So thrilled, thrilled about that shit. Anyways, I think that is going to wrap it up for today's video. That is what I've made over the course of this weekend. Like I said, I'm going to go in and I'm going to make some Procreate brushes so that I can make some of the crochet patterns and make the like the pictorial view of the crochet patterns for my new granny squares and my bags and stuff like that. So stay tuned if you want to see how that comes out. But yeah, I think we're done. I think we are done with today's video. Drop your favorite animal emoji in the comments down below if you made it to the end of the video. Let me know what you think of the new bags. If you want this rose pattern, let me know and I will put it up as well. They will go to my Patreon first. The sunflower pattern is going to be on my Patreon in the Patreon vault. The video will tell you how to make it, but if you want the written pattern, go over to Patreon. It'll probably be released in a month or so if you're not on Patreon. So it will come out eventually as a printable instruction to my shop, but it always goes to Patreon first. I'm going to get all of this stuff out of my way and I'm going to go make some pattern brushes. Anyways, I love your faces so much. I will see you in the next video. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up and do all the things, okay? Do all the things. It helps so much.